Shortly before we left Alaska, a man and his wife called me, and they were in tears. They were just frantic. Their 23-year-old son had just been killed by a truck that ran through a four-way stop, and it was discovered that that truck, the brakes were bad, and the driver knew it, and he couldn't stop, and he plowed right into the side of their son, 23 years old. The man in our church, his name was Paul, and I began to minister to him. He was so angry, mad at God, mad at the truck driver, wanted the truck driver to pay, wanted to throw the book at him. Of course, the truck driver was brought up on charges for vehicular homicide, and all of my conversations with Paul seemed to go absolutely nowhere. It's almost like he shut me out and didn't want to hear anything I had to say about his need to just open up his heart to the healing grace of Jesus. Only the Lord can heal that deep wounding, and I'm not interested in that. Why did God allow this? And so we just prayed and fasted and prayed, and it seemed like we were getting nowhere with him. And then one night he had a dream, and God appeared to him miraculously and said, "Paul, you've got to let this go." And he knew it was Jesus. And Paul called me and said, "Pastor, the Lord just told me I got to let this go." And so we began that journey, and over a couple of weeks, it seemed like he just was releasing all that hurt and pain and anger to the Lord. All along during this process, of course, the court trial is going on, and on the day of sentencing, they invite Paul and his wife and the guy who's being sentenced to obviously he's there, and they invite me. "Pastor, would you come?" I said, "Oh, sure, I'll come and support you." Unbeknownst to me, at the end, a lot of times a judge will say, "Would you like to say anything?" Because the judge is about to pass sentence on the man. And Paul stands up and says this. He says, "Your Honor,